that one for the play?
I got rhythm, I got rhythm. Blue skies and that's what anymore.
Scotty was yowling by the back door, and I thought he wanted to leave, but it's because Lily was back behind the washer.
tried to hold her and she scratched me all up. This guy was meowing for her. Looks like he wants her to come over. She got her out with some food, but then I tried to hold her and then she scratched me. It's funny, it has the original sheet music pictures, like these.
That's cool.
I can't find, it doesn't have them in order, so I want to look up a song and then it says it's in there, but then I can't find it. And it's the 20s, then the 30s. First line index is in the back.
What's up?
Oh, that's weird. I use that thing to hold my book open.
There you go. Challenge me. Of course. Add me. Long night. Fortnite. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, honey. Nothing, honey. Watch me destroy him. Of course, watch them all.
I have a favor to ask.
Oh.
So, I want to buy something on Amazon. It would be free shipping if it were $25 or over, and it's $24.99. And I don't want to pay $6 shipping. So I wanted to know if Joe could buy it for me on the Amazon account. I could send you the link and transfer you money on Schools First. The only thing is this comes with the warranty. It's a new company place. I had the other night. I early Monday. And we
When
can
did
see it
these
Monday.
first come up?
I think they relisted it again because it said one day on there, but I had already had it
So it
bookmarked.
might be-
But they're
Might
both
be that that's too late for some people to look for right now.
yeah, because they're both still the website. If I had to move
Hello.
some of my stuff Sunday Yeah, if I get everything figured out ahead of time, I can look for a fridge before my lease starts.
It might be better to find a fridge out there too, so you don't have to.
Yeah, so I don't have to take it so far.
Can you lay fridges down?
You shouldn't, because they're Freon stuff, oil pour out in the system. But
Do we have
better not
options to borrow a truck from somebody if we needed to transport a fridge, or would we have to get it like moved from a place?
Because we're thinking of getting a used one. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We might be able to prop it up as long as it's not on its flat. If it's tilted, we probably could manage.
I guess it depends how big of a fridge too, because if it's just me, it doesn't need to be a huge fridge, you know.
Yeah.
So there's options. I'm really, really hopeful about this place because like there are some bad reviews from back in 2013, like 2012. But the thing is, they've changed.
What was bad about it?
The management, but the management's changed like I think 4 times since then.
Okay.
So all of the recent
it's not
reviews,
like roaches or something.
no, all of the reviews in the past couple of years are good. So yeah, and I think one person said that there was like some homeless people going through the trash and like I think maybe they had heard of somebody getting their car broken into. But A, there's pretty much a review like that on every apartment complex ever. B, there's nothing worth like breaking into my car for. My car is not even worth anything, and it's gated parking.
Yeah, that was nice. The only problems I can see is that you have to get a refrigerator, and there isn't really visitor parking.
Yeah, there isn't really visitor parking, but
very much. There's just
those
spots in the front.
The thing is right? What I think about is if Michael wanted to visit me and there's not parking there, we can drive around and see is there a neighborhood close by he could park in, and then I can go pick him up, and then I can go park in my spot. You know, like that's an option. So. But yeah, 660 square feet for 1,025 with good reviews is like, I haven't found anything else like that. So.
Yeah, because it's actually a
Join.
one-bedroom, not a studio.
Yeah.
The others that I've seen at that price are studios.
Yeah, they're all studios. I mean, I'm telling you, I saw one that was 220 square feet, and I was like, Melissa's place was small. And that was like at least 350 square feet.
Yeah.
Right? Like 220 square feet is like the size of a bedroom.
Bedroom with a bath and a refrigerator.
Pretty sad. I've seen some people on the Facebook page who are renting out private rooms, and this one said there was no kitchen, but you could have like a mini fridge and a microwave, and I'm like, wow. And it wasn't like it was $400 to stay there or something. It was still like $700 to rent the room, and I was like, are you serious? Like, who would rent that in your house? No kitchen?
I guess they assume that some guys might want to just go get the meal plan or eat out all the time at fast food.
I guess, but like still.
Yeah. I mean, even when you eat out a lot, you still want to come home and have your milk for your cereal and
chips. Or it should be cheap, you
yeah.
know? Dumb.
Yeah, that's true. Because, you know, if you're going to pay that much, you'd be like, there's one gal in our ward that rents these little suites over here, these embassy suites. Yeah, and she pays like, I think she pays $1,000 a month, and she gets a room in the hotel.
That's
there's
pretty
maid
nice.
service, and there's free breakfast.
It's around here?
Yeah, it's right over here, the one on Imperial.
That's not bad, because around here, and we, like, stopped at a couple of those places in Fullerton, a studio around here is, like, at least $1,400, at least, you know.
And she gets maid service and breakfast.
That's not bad.
I know. And parking.
Nice.
You don't have to pay to park there.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, for 1,025, yeah, I'll be spending money on gas, and my utilities shouldn't be too expensive because it'll just be me. There's a good chance that they have a thing that's like it's $25 on top of rent for water, sewage, and trash. That's, you know, pretty likely. And if not, like, water's probably, again, not going to be terribly expensive for just me. And then internet might be a little bit expensive. But looking at it, it's not... The village alone is going to be $940 anyway. And this way I could live on my own.
If you had unlimited internet, could you use hotspot for, probably not for computer because you have too much need of using it for homework, huh?
Yeah, and it's not quite as fast.
Yeah.
Like trying to stream stuff or like play video games would probably be pretty impossible. So like
you'd have to eat the whole cost of like $45
internet. And what's gonna suck is if I stay there more than a year, then the $45 goes up to like $60. But whatever. The internet choices might be different there. But it's probably gonna be Spectrum again, but whatever.
We gotta take that back.
Yeah. I have 12 business days, which is longer than I've even had it, so I'm like, well, okay.
It's a good thing you remembered, though. That wouldn't have been enough time if she left
You
on a
can
check.
put your service on hold, so I could have put it on hold, gotten the stuff back, and then canceled my service. Because you can do seasonal holds. They were like, do you want to move it to your next location? And I was like, well, I'm moving home. There was nothing they could sell me on. It was great.
Get to your next location, Kimmy. Oh, we can swear. No, don't
Yeah,
show
here, I'll
that.
send that.
Don't show that to
link you
those kids.
to.
They'll probably want to do that. Okay, okay, use the bathrooms. Look up dinner, didn't give it.
Take my
So
phone
it's
down
been
around
right
here
somewhere.
somewhere.
I guess you get the full description too.
I don't care about it. It's just seriously.
What time is dinner gonna be? 5?
Oh, like at 6.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Everybody ate, so I think.
I'll eat a snack. Yeah, we ate lunch kind of early. And sorry we didn't tell you guys. We walked over to PK Burger.
No, I just went upstairs and I'm like, Kimmy's not in her room. Did I go in Justin's room?
Yeah,
Justin's
our
not in
cars
his
are
bed,
still
and
here.
The cars are
It's
still here. I
confusing.
scratched my head like, I don't think they would have walked anywhere. It's kind of hot. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to worry about it. They must know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I figured you had to have done that because Justin wasn't there either. So I was like, I thought maybe Michael came and picked you guys up and you all went to go. I don't know what I did with my phone. How do I lose it? I just had it in here. Well, anyway, it's okay.
You'll find it somewhere completely different.
Probably, yeah.
Did that link I sent you go to the right phone?
Send you a Gmail, or
I sent it through text.
can you send me through Gmail?
Yeah.
It'd be easier for me.
What email is?
MEJOE.
Yeah, I sent it. Because before, I forgot, I can't remember his name. Matt's other
Join the
friend
league.
does. And he had one. But I'm like, I don't think we should just have one, because I have to go back and fill it up a bunch of times. So I looked at a whole bunch of them. There's like the ones they make for festivals that are all flashy, and people say they like got holes in them after the first day, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy one of those. Kind of thought that. And then they limit, you can only have 2 big pockets and a small pocket, which limits what you can get, because they don't want you going through security with your 10 pocket bag, having to open every single thing and then check. I don't know how strict they are really if you have
I've
like
seen
3
people do that with their
pockets.
strollers. It's like,
Yeah, they really limit you on what you can take in. So I wanted it to have a little bit of storage, and I also, some of them were really slim, and they had a zipper on the back that was on the side, and I'm like, people steal stuff like nobody's business. So I got one that has the zipper on the top so stuff goes in. Because other things that'll happen is I've heard, and this has never happened to anyone I know, but I've heard of this happening where they'll go and like slash people's bags and steal stuff out of it, which is why I'm like, I'm not going to keep my phone in it. I'll probably still wear my fanny pack. But even, like, if I don't have anything valuable in there, I don't want it to be easy for someone to reach in and take all my packs of gum or, you know, whatever I have hanging out there. I still don't want anybody taking it or having it be easy for them to just zip or zip and let my crap fall. I don't know. The zipper is my business, so it's going to be up near my neck. So thank you, Joe.
Yeah, no
is it
problem.
even scary of people walking by
I
anymore?
made the transfer
And
too.
with those skimmers,
Cool.
scanners, to get your ID off stuff.
Yeah. And I've heard people say you need to like jiggle the thing at the gas station before you ever put your card in it. Now they have ones that are inside the thing, but then you can check the Bluetooth and it'll show up as random numbers, and I'm like, I'll deal with it if they steal my card. Don't live in that bad of an area around here.
If they steal your ATM card, is your stuff as safe as if it's on a credit card, Joe? Or can they just get into your whole account?
I would think if they get into your ATM card, yeah, they can
Well, yeah,
at least
'cause
pull the
they have
maximum out.
password. You know, they showed that, like, you know how you touch the numbers of your password for your ATM card? And then they can shine like a infrared light and tell where the heated.
Oh, what you
keys
like
are?
recently hit?
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is you hit it at the beginning and you filling up gas, and then you're there for the time it takes you to fill up your whole tank if you're doing it at a gas station. And I don't really shove my card into ATMs because I don't go to ATMs. So I guess that's where it'd be a little harder. But yeah, if I wasn't like, it seems to me now that I like hear about this stuff, I'm like, oh, I should go, you know, pay for my gas with the credit card, but it's so much cheaper to go to Argo.
Yeah, but maybe just keep most of your money in savings, so if they try to take it out of your checking account.
Yeah,
you
I
know
only
that.
have like, I only keep like $400.
That's what I worry about.
in my
I keep all
checking.
my money in my checking account. So
I only
my
keep.
ATM card, I don't like
That's
to
kind
use
of
it
how
so
I
much.
budget myself too. I put, depending on how much my paycheck is, I'll put the money at, or like 400 is more than I need to spend in a month. But I'll put the money in my checking and then put the rest in savings because it's easier for me to keep track. And yeah, if someone wanted to pull a whole bunch of money out.
I had to transfer my money back from my investment checking to the other checking. It doesn't make that much interest anyway, but Morgan Stanley was a little bit late putting my money over, and then I remember, I'm glad I put my car loan at the middle of the month, because everything else is at the beginning, so it's
Yeah,
like, if
everything's
anything's
due.
late, it's like, great. Mortgage and my Discover card are my big ones. But
Yeah.
that could be $4,000, you know, so, yikes. Gotta have money. Money, money, money. You can't take it with you, but you can't go anywhere without it. I had those 2 t-shirts, I wish I still had them. That one said that, and then the other one said, whoever said money doesn't buy happiness just didn't know where to shop. And I think there was another one that said something about money being a... I just thought of it, but I can't think of it now. Oh. Money's not everything. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure buys a pretty good imitation. Something like that. I mean, you say you don't need it until you don't have it, and then that's all you need.
Thing is that money does buy happiness. It buys you a comfortable life, which in turn,
Yeah.
you know, and money, security, and whatever. But yeah, frivolous spending won't make you happy.
Well, you really
It's
just have to
really
look at
weird.
Hollywood to realize that fame and fortune, look how many marriages fall through and how many
Yeah,
unhappy
or like
from
Demi
their
Lovato,
suicide.
like
Yeah.
overdosed or something.
Overdosing.
It's like the
They
reason
have
she's
the money to do
the
that.
reason she's able to do it is because she has the money
Yeah,
for it.
I mean, my brother seriously had to quit doing marijuana and smoking, because guess what? He didn't have any money.
Yeah.
That's why Mom stopped bailing him out. I asked him, why'd you quit smoking? He's like, I couldn't afford it. and then there's the thing of they get into the whole, it's just the rich people that we think their lives are so great, they're just on a different level, where they spend more for things, like, and they don't go buy a shirt for $10, they go buy a shirt for $2,000 or whatever. Cars, they don't cost $30,000, they cost like, you know what I think is funny is how many long marriages there are. There aren't that many comparatively. There's so many unhappy people. Even with their money, people can't find somebody who wants to take them on, and they.
Well,
I
I
guess
feel
they
like
feel expendable too. Like they.
I feel
don't
like it's
really-
harder once you get famous because then you have too many people to want to date you
Well, and
because
you
you're
don't know-
famous or
You don't know who likes you and
money.
who likes the money.
yeah.
You're hard to tell. And I'd like to have enough money that I could just say, yeah, I'm gonna change up the whole room and have it redone and that kind of stuff. Not thousands, millions, just thousands.
Yeah. I want enough money to eat lots of nice food.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice? I always said that. If I got really rich, I'd get a cook and then say, I want something
Right.
healthy, things that taste really good, like make some salmon with teriyaki
Even just
and
like
vegetables
cooking
and rice.
yourself, like you look at recipes and you're like, oh, that looks good, and then you're like, well, buying pork chops or shrimp or all of the 20 ingredients it needs,
20
that's
spices
expensive.
and everything, yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you use them, but spices is at least a little bit easier because then if you use the same spices for a couple things, they at least stay good. But like for fresh foods, it's like, well, I bought a thing of garlic, and maybe that's not that expensive, but then I feel bad because I only needed one clove, and the rest of it's just gonna go to waste.
Have you ever looked at recipes and you look down the list and there's all this stuff, and then there's something that you don't even know what it is. You don't even know where to look for it. You don't even know what it's for, and you're just like, next.
Yeah,
I do that.
Thankfully,
Too
with
complicated.
the Asian foods I make, in the case that I don't know what it is, I'm like, well, I'll go to an Asian market and I'll probably be there. Or we ended up just buying our ramen noodles on Amazon.
And then some of the funny things are some of the recipes, like those Facebook ones where they show you how to make stuff. They'll show you how to make like a butter
Join.
green bean casserole, like a fancier one, and it's not
actually
any better. It's just like it just takes like
Right,
6
now I
steps
want
instead
green
of
bean
2.
casserole.
Let's go make green beans for dinner.
We have the stuff for green bean casserole. We should get this stuff for green bean casserole. What are we missing? We have.
Onions.
That's what I figured. But we have the canned green beans and soup.
I don't know if they have very many canned green beans.
Oh, look, because now I want to make this for dinner some night. Well, it's like a keep casserole. Okay, cream of mushroom.
Cream of mushroom.
Going down there to put the. Oh, I did put the meatloaf in the oven. It's gonna be cooking because I had the timer set. Alright. That's funny when we came in from the car. I looked at the time and I thought that's what time it was. So I was like, oh, I better hurry and get that ready to go now. And then I looked up at the clock when I was halfway through and I went, hey, it's not that time.